Hey there, Willies! My name is Kaylee, and today we are with the two GSA co-leaders. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Elise.
I'm Mariah, but most of my friends call me Fruity. I'm a big fan of strawberries, okay?
Well, you guys are part of the GSA, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
The GSA is a club for anyone of any gender, any sexuality. It's like a safe space.
Including people that are straight. Lots of people think you can't join the GSA because you're straight.
Yeah, it's for everyone.
It's for everyone.
Yeah.
So, during Transgender Awareness Month, the GSA has been asked a couple questions, and I have them right here. And I'm going to read them out. Do you guys want to answer?
Yep.
Alright. So, first up, is it a club? Can you participate without being in the LGBTQ+?
So, yes and yes. Anyone can join, and it is.
You literally just have to like show up and we kind of just like do whatever.
Yeah.
And if anybody like harshes on you because you're not gay or whatever, they will most likely be spoken to. And if they don't stop, most likely won't be around anymore. So
Yeah.
How do I join?
You can talk to either me or Mariah or Miss Delaney or Miss Courtney, or you can attend the meetings. They're on Thursdays in the B cafeteria, I think. Or you can text the Millbury GSA Instagram. It's just called Millbury GSA.
Right. We've been over that one. If I join, will my parents know? And how do I respectfully ask for people's pronouns?
Oh, actually, a lot of members of GSA on the Instagram account as well, parents have been blocked, and they have told their parents that it's art club, or like, what was one of the excuses?
There's other stuff like the Wild Outdoors Club is on Thursdays, so like if you really can't tell your parents, you can just say, this is a different thing happening today.
Yeah, just say it's like a different club, and we won't go on and like tell your parents about it because we know sometimes it's not safe for people to tell their parents. Cause
And how do I respectfully ask for people's pronouns?
I mean, just asking is respectful, so I think just ask, hey, what are your pronouns? Or for the time that you don't know, it's usually good to just use neutral stuff, so like they, them, and then if you then ask, and then that's all you need to do, really.
And if you're having trouble with pronouns, don't be upset about it. Just apologize and correct yourself. You don't have to be like whatever. And if somebody gets upset at you for not asking for pronouns correctly, if you only asked a simple question like, oh, whatever, what are your pronouns, then you're not in the wrong there, really. But
This person asks, what do all the colors mean?
So on the like general pride flag, all the colors have to do with nature, because the creator of the pride flag was like, rainbows are like the sky's like natural flag or something. So they mean like health and spirit and like all these different things. You can look it up. And then the trans flag is blue, pink, white, pink, blue. Blue is like traditional like baby like boy like color. Pink is like traditional baby girl, and then white is for like people who have no gender, people who are gender neutral. So that's like what that one means.
And there's other flags for trans people, like that fit their particular thing. Like there's trans female to male, male to female. Like there's one specifically for it.
I do that. Trans Panic Defense. You guys know about that one?
That is a very horrible thing that is still legal in 39 states, that you could kill, harass, or even assault like a person, and plead in court that because you attack them because of their gender, or like because of their gender identity or sexuality, and you could actually get off of prison time like permanently, and it's an actual defense.
It's a legal defense, and only 8 states have like outlawed it. So most still use it.
I knew about that. Well, thank you guys for telling us about that. Probably should have asked this one first. What is trans?
It's someone who just does not identify with whatever gender they were assigned with at birth, because most people people are like male or female, and then if you're female, usually you're a girl, and if you're a male, you're a boy. But a lot of people don't identify with that, so they change it.
Yeah, like it's basically what's in your mind essentially. And there was, I can't source it, and I can't remember where I had seen it. That makes it sound unreliable, but it's okay. I'll try and find a source for it, but there was actually like a study that I had read because I was researching it because somebody said it was unnatural, that actually trans people, like say you're born male and male to female, if you are male, your brain will still function as a female brain. It will function as if your body is female. That's why people are trans, because it's just
not all cases, but a good amount of them.
Good amount of them.
People have more whatever hormones already, and it's like,
and it's kind of just like weird. Sometimes it's not always the case, and some people just like
feel like that's what they want to do.
They kind of just
Okay. What are dead names?
Basically, like the name that you had before you were trans, like say you, like again, male to female, you had a female name, like your preferred name is Bella, and your name when you were born is Rick. Your dead name would be Rick. Things about dead names as well that people don't seem to realize. You don't need to know people's dead names. They're not willing to tell you. Don't ask. They'll tell you on their own if they're comfortable with it, and most people aren't. It's unnecessary for you to know, really. Like, there's no reason to.
And also, dead names are really just like a name someone does not use anymore, so it's better just to stay away from that. But if you have to use that dead name, like around certain people, like their family who doesn't know about their preferred name, or friends that don't know, then that's the only real instance that you would use a dead name, but that would be with that person's permission.
And like other people that are like out with their family and all that stuff, like you don't. Asking a dead name can actually be really, really rude, and
like
could be
emotionally like triggering sometimes.
Yeah, it's not fun.
What's queer?
So, queer used to be a slur. Sometimes it still is used as one, but I think it's being reclaimed. And a lot of people use it as a very
like umbrella term.
An umbrella term, a very general term. Some people who don't use any real labels call themselves queer, and that's just like a general LGBT label. So.
And it doesn't just mean that you're gay. You could be completely straight, but you could be trans, and you're still queer. You're not gay, but you're not exactly cis and like all that stuff. It's just a general term.
Anyone under like LGBT would be classified as queer?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. And then there's some individuals who use queer only and don't use like gay or trans or lesbian or anything.
They don't really specify, because some people just don't like being labeled, really.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, how to come out to people?
So, first of all, you have to establish whether or not it's safe to come out, because you could get kicked out. Families sometimes aren't accepting, so it's important to like try to figure out, how do my parents or family feel? How does this person feel that I'm going to come out to about this stuff for your safety? And from there, really just tell them and be honest, and hopefully if they're a good person, they'll accept you. It's okay if they don't. That means they just won't be in your life, really.
Some people just do it in like a funny way. They'll make up like a dumb rhyme. Or like the way I came out to my parents, I didn't even really have to. They asked me and I was like, isn't it like you looked at me before? And they were like, yeah, no, we know. And I'm like, yeah.
There's many different ways to do it. You can look up advice online and stuff. There's a lot of helpful stuff.
Well, thank you guys for answering all those questions. The last one before we go, if someone out in the audience wanted to join the GSA, how would they?
Just talk to either one of us. Email Miss Courtney, email Miss Delaney. I have the Google Classroom code, so if anyone needs it, just talk to me. And
Oh, and if you ever feel like joining the GSA, anybody, and you're not comfortable going alone, me or one of my friends, and I'm sure Elise as well, would be fine with going with you. And if you're, I'm trying to like explain it properly. If you're like haven't exactly,
If I don't want anyone
If you-
anxious about it.
yeah, if you're anxious about it, or if you had a change of mind or are not on good terms with somebody that is in the GSA, somebody will go with you and will, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there. We want people to
Figure it
feel
out.
comfortable. So it can all be sorted out.
Well, thank you guys for answering all those questions and some of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And have a good day, Willies.